that I stick around, yeah. Well, 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 well. Welcome to the Heartbreak Hotel. Bring yourself, bring your friends. If the man need us, so fit right in, tear it up. They pretend, make him think you're gonna be here till the end. Well, we hope you gave him that. Thank you for staying at the Heartbreak Hotel. Do you remember the first time that you said you loved me? I was stunned, couldn't speak, I could barely breathe. I was in such disbelief that a girl like you could fall for me, but it took your hand and I fell too. Give you my all, baby, let's face facts. I gave you my heart, but now I want you back. I just wish you didn't have to go this way, yeah. But did you ever even love me? Was it all just a game? Did you ever even love me? And if you did, do you feel the same? Cause I'm tired of riding solo. Admittedly, I've never felt so low. Well, baby, that's the case, you can see it to my face, yeah. And did you ever love me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, baby, that's the case, you can see it to my face, yeah. Yeah, did you ever love me? Yeah, did you ever love me? Now I'm stuck picking up all the broken pieces. Lay awake at night thinking about my regrets. Wait, no, I wouldn't take it back. Baby, you made me learn. Yeah, girl, you taught me that. I just wish you didn't have to go this way. Did you ever even love me? Or was it all just a game? Did you ever even love me? And if you did, do you feel the same? Cause I'm tired of riding solo. Admittedly, I've never felt so low. Well, baby, that's your kiss, you can show you to my face, yeah. Yeah, did you ever love me? Yeah, did you ever love me? Yeah, did you ever love me? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, 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 oh. Doom, 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 I should've known better, just from the look she had in her eyes. There was something about her, something that made me paralyzed. Well, they say she ain't human, but they don't really know. Maybe some kind of demon, some supernatural, but I did not know. No, I didn't know. She's a blood sucker coming on to me. She's a blood sucker in the light I finally see. I should have known from the moment that she brought me to my knees. That all this time this girl's been draining my life. She's a blood sucker in the night. Now all of you take 2 steps back. Get too close, it should give you a heart attack. Ooh, probably think you can.
Hello? Are we here? Are we doing it? Are we vibing? I hope. I'm on such a delay that I won't. Okay. It looks like we're doing it. This could probably be pointed up a little bit more. It's kind of just at my stomach. So let me fix that real quick. Easy fix, easy fix. Just like that. And we should be Gucci, right? So I hope this looks all right, guys. We are here in laggy. God damn it. Oh, man. I have tried so... Wow, we are so laggy. We are so laggy. Why? Why so laggy? No, guys, I've put so much work into this. I tell you, I've been working on this since I got home at 8. So it's been about 2 hours, and I don't know what could be causing the lag. I'm actually super sad at that. But we're gonna run with it. It says I have an excellent connection, so I hope it's just the webcam. Maybe this one isn't lagging. So I'm going to do this, because we're mostly gonna be on this camera anyways. We're mostly gonna be on the Logitech. So I'm gonna move my hands here. I have a delay, so I'm gonna do this and see what happens, okay, guys? Because I'm on a delay. So it looks like the Logitech is picking up okay. It's the cheap camera, which is unfortunately viewing me, but that's not what we're gonna be looking at much anyways. So, but how's everybody doing? Welcome to the DigiDen. I'm your host, TJ Sloan, otherwise known as Pyrotaz_3. I see a ton of BB Cuties in the chat, so I'm super stoked. We got Leslie Desi in the chat. We got Toxin Toast. We got Wormy. We got Ginji. It's looking to be a good DigiDen. At least I thought I saw Ginji in here. Oh, Ginji is here. Yep, Genji's here as well. So, what we're going to be doing, folks, is we're going to be doing what's called a deck profile, where basically we look at a deck and talk about what's in it, why the things are in it that are in it, and why it's good, basically. So that's what we're going to be doing today. For a deck called the Three Musketeers, that's a real thing. It's more than just a candy bar in the Digimon trading card game. And it should be a lot of fun, so I'm super stoked. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, Toxins, for reminding everyone to subscribly dangle. I appreciate you. Also, at any point throughout this stream, you guys can throw in the chat exclamation point links. That'll take you to all my stuff, music stuff, merch stuff, BB Cutie stuff, everything. So, but the other thing is if you put an exclamation point deck list, I think that's what the command is, exclamation point deck list, it's gonna take you to, oh, you know what? I might know what the problem is here. I might know why it's lagging. Toxins put exclamation point pinks. Genji, I actually looked up what the name of the Three Musketeers was because I was trying to come up with a cooler deck name than just the Three Musketeers. But I just found what you noted there, the Athos, Porthos, and Aramis. And Hecklist. God damn it, Toxins. I should have known you were going to do something stupid. I feel like if I disconnected this webcam and put it into a different USB slot, that might actually fix the problem. But I'm not positive, and I don't want to mess with a working thing. Is it not great? Correct. It is not great. But also, audio-wise, how are we doing, folks? I've got some music playing for this, which I don't normally, but since this is, in a way, a just chatting stream... Excuse me. God, I'm sure that was beautiful. And since this is, in a way, a just chatting stream, got a little bit of synthwave music going from Stream Beats. And, yeah, we got the mic, so we should be good, guys. We should be good to go. God, Toxins, I wish I could. Just kidding. Genji, that would be a pretty dope name for a Three Musketeers deck, for sure. But I'm super stoked to see all you guys in the chat. I love when the BB Cuties turn out, and you guys did just that. You turned out. It says it's not receiving enough video, which doesn't make sense because I don't know. Maybe I need to turn my bitrate down. I don't know. It's always fucking crying, dude. I don't know what to do. I gotta do more research, I think. Yeah, this webcam is just dookie, I guess. Which is weird, because I've used this webcam before, and it's worked okay. But it's very, like... Yeah, it's like losing... Whatever, man. We'll switch to the other scene, so that way we can get into this deck profile and start talking about this Three Musketeers deck. Hopefully that worked. So, this stream is not sponsored by Quiver, but I wish it was, because I absolutely love Quiver cases. This is a Quiver case. It holds cards and decks and things, and it's super convenient and super dope, and you can put stickers on them, which is exactly what I did. I put some cool stickers on mine. We got some Vans, we got Beelzemon, Impmon, some dice, because games have dice, and some cards, because cards are cards. It's very cool. I'm very stoked about it. But yeah, this is where I keep all my decks. So you guys can see I've got this deck case that I got from winning a Digimon card game tournament at my locals. So that was super cool. They gave me this little like deck box. It's kind of thin and plasticky and not the best, but it's super cool. You know what I mean? That it has all this cool art on it. It's got like Metal Garurumon, War Greymon, and then Agumon and Gabumon on the back. So, oh, and then Omnimon on the front, of course. So that's dope. Yeah, it's a super nice carrying case. I love it, Toxins. So, Toxins, how did my last locals go? That is a fantastic question. So, in my last locals, I actually ran this Three Musketeers deck. And that's what made me decide to do a deck profile with it, is because it actually did really well. And I was super geeked about it. It performed much better than I thought it would for being a budget deck and a deck that I had just thrown together within like a span of a day or two. So it hadn't been play tested much. And granted, I could have gotten lucky. You know, I could have gotten lucky, but it was pretty consistent with what I wanted it to do. And that's great. But yeah, before we get into Three Musketeers deck, I've got my other decks here. I've got Midnight Black, Fuego Red, Frostbite Blue. These are the starter decks. I'll pull these out real quick just to show you the deck sleeves that I have on them. I've got some... It's super dope. You guys are going to be jealous. I've got some Avatar, The Last Airbender sleeves on those babies. Hell yeah. So, that's what we got going on there. But yeah, that's it for the other decks. Let's take a look at this Three Musketeers in black. Toxins, you went 1 and 2 at your last locals. Okay, rad. That's not great, but it's rad that you went and tried and did your best. You know what I mean? I think that's what matters. But I'm sorry that you went 1 and 2. Genji said since you won, doesn't that mean you can advertise as a pro Digimon trading card game player? Genji, no, I didn't win a tournament, to be fair. No tournaments were won. I just won against the other deck that was played against me. You know what I mean? It was a green deck, I think. So for all I know, this deck could just be good against green. You know what I mean? I'm just really geeked about it, and I thought it would be a fun attempt at doing a deck profile, because I kind of done this once before, but it wasn't fantastic. We're still not exactly where I want to be, but we're giving it our best go. And I think that's all that matters, you know? Love the Aang separator. Purple's where it's at. See, Toxins, what's crazy about Three Musketeers, and I was actually going to talk about this, what's crazy about the Three Musketeer deck is it can be played in 3 colors. The Three Musketeers are Magna Kidmon in red, Gundramon in black, and Beelstarmon in purple. And it can be played in either of those 3 colors, right? Red is considered the weakest and purple is considered the strongest. Black is probably somewhere in the middle. And I decided to go with a black version of the Three Musketeers because I felt that it was a little bit more consistent. The Beal Starmon, or the purple version of the Three Musketeers deck, is a lot of trashing stuff and then getting things back from your trash, which is dope. I would love to incorporate a Beal Starmon or two in this deck, but she's like a $15 or $20 card, and I don't have that kind of scratch. So this was a very budget deck. Altogether, this deck probably cost me about 20 bucks. The two most expensive cards are the Omnimon Zwarts, which is these bad boys right here. The Omnimon Zwarts. I run two Omnimon Zwarts. That's about an $8 card, and I run two of them. The rest of everything else is literally like $4. So, but we're going to get into it. We're going to get into everything that this deck entails. Toxins is just vibing with purple, though. So to start off, BB Cuties, we're going to be talking about the Digitama, or the Digi-Eggs, that are in this Three Musketeers deck. Personally, I only run 4 Digi-Eggs because even though you can run 5, I want my deck to be consistent. I don't ever want to draw or flip an egg in the hatching area and think, that's not the egg I needed right now. I need the other egg. You know what I mean? So even though you can run 5, you can run 0 if you want. You have to run 0 to 5 eggs in a deck. And you can't have any more than 4 copies of a card, right? So I just run 4 of the Kapurimon in black. This is starter deck Kapurimon. So it's starter deck 5. He is number 1 in that deck. And he has the inherited effect of, on your turn, this Digimon has, or while this Digimon has blocker, rather, while this Digimon has blocker, it gains 1000 DP on my turn, right? So that's just something to give blockers a little bit more of a boost, especially if they have reboot. You can attack with that blocker, kill something on the field, or even go into security if you want to, and then reboot that blocker, and he's still gonna be ready to do his job as a blocker, right? So those are the 4 Digitama I run, is ST501 Kapurimon. We'll set them right over there. Next, and if you guys know anything about me, you know that if you're going to run a black deck, or if I'm going to run a black deck, I'm going to run 4 copies of Toy Agumon. This is BT2 055 Toy Agumon. And the reason I run 4 copies of the BT2 Toy Agumon is because he has the inherited effect of reboot. That is so powerful. To just give whatever he digivolves into reboot, even if it's a level 4. Because that level 4 can potentially attack something on the field, because with a level 4, I'm probably not going to attack into security, not with a deck like this. Because it's not meant to go aggressive until it hits level 6s, which is our 3 Musketeers. That's what we're really aiming for. So we've got the 4 Toy Agumon who all give reboot to whatever they digivolve into. So if you have something that's reboot and blocker, like I was talking about earlier, you can have something that attacks your opponent's side of the field or their security, and then reboots at the start of your opponent's turn, so they're ready to block again right away, right? So 4 copies of Toy Agumon, just to keep that consistency in trying to get reboot to one of my higher level Digimon. Next, I'm running 4 more Toy Agumon, except this one is the starter deck, so starter deck 5. He has the inherited effect of end of opponent's turn. If your opponent didn't attack with a Digimon this turn, trigger draw 1. So, once again, playing right into that whole blocker thing, right? Black has a lot of blockers. In this deck, I don't run that many blockers, but my Gundramon, who's what this is all working up towards, does. Gundramon here has blocker, and I run 4 copies of Gundramon. We'll get into that in a little bit, but I run 4 copies of the Gundramon because he does what this deck is supposed to do. Magna Kidmon also helps, and a Beal Starmon would too, because all the 3 Musketeers vibe and work together. But he is the main goal of this deck, is to get to a Gundramon. Magna Kidmon's just as good, but Gundramon is really what we're shooting for. So, with that Toy Agumon, with the starter deck Toy Agumon, if he gives block, if your opponent didn't attack, I get to draw a card. Just by having that blocker, that can deter them from attacking, because I could just destroy whatever they have if I have higher DP. So, that's a free draw for me almost. TJ adores the blocking mechanic in this damn game. I think blocking is pretty cool, but it's kind of just the shtick of black decks to have blocking in there somewhere. Honestly, I'm more aggressive than that, so blocker isn't that much of a thing for me. But it definitely comes in clutch and stalling your opponent until you get to where you want to be, right? So the next set of rookies I have, or level 3s, are 4 copies of Chikurimon. 4 copies of Chikurimon. I've never run Chikurimon in a deck before until this one, and I run 4 copies of this Chikurimon. Not 2, not 3, 4. Because he's the only other rookie I have, and he has a security effect that's actually useful, as opposed to security, just play this Digimon if they get checked out of security. This security effect is very interesting, very cool, and plays right into this deck. It says, at the end of the battle, trigger D-Digivolve 1 on one of your opponent's Digimon. D-Digivolve, in case you're not familiar with it, says trash 1 card from the top of one of your opponent's Digimon. If it has no Digivolution cards or becomes a level 3 Digimon, you can't trash any more cards. So, Chikurimon, sitting over in security. My opponent checks security. I flip over Chikurimon. Boom. D-Digivolve 1 on my opponent's Digimon, sets them, let's say they were a level 6. Boom. They are now back down to a level 5, which is perfect for me. Even better if they're a level 7 because of one of my option cards. And we'll get to that here momentarily as well. But that just helps stall your opponent even more, because we have to stall our opponent for at least the first 2 to 3 turns in this deck in order to work up to our big guys, our 3 Musketeers, our level 6s, right? So that Chikurimon is just another great way to stall your opponent and keep them from just beating the shit out of you while you're trying to set up this deck. At least it did hard counter the purple deck that we had made. See, Toxins, I feel like the purple deck we had made, given that it was built a lot around retaliation, actually would be the counter to black. Or at least this black deck. Because given that black has a lot of blocker, you just attack that Digimon with retaliation and then they both die. You know what I mean? So unless it is Digimon with reboot, which only that Toy Agumon can give, so there's only 4 Digimon in any game potentially that's going to get reboot. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Okay, so now we are ready to get into the level 4s, and I'm going to start off with the most important level 4 of this deck, and it is BT6 number 60, Deputymon, and I'm running 4 copies of Deputymon. You almost have to in a 3 Musketeers deck. He is the 3 Musketeers level 4, okay? He is essential to a 3 Musketeers deck, and I'll tell you why from his effect. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with 3 Musketeers in its type and or 1 option card with a memory cost of 7 among them to your hand. Trash the remaining cards. I run 6 level 6s. They're all 3 Musketeers. So if I, out of this reveal top 4 cards, find any of those 3 Musketeers, I get to take one of them, right? Then I get to, it says and or, so and if I also mill this, if I find a level or a cost 7 option card, I get to put that in my hand as well. And guess what, folks? Out of the, how many do I have here? Out of the 8 option cards I have, they all cost 7. And they all are 3 Musketeers option cards. So, playing Deputymon, essential to this deck. He also has, on my turn, this Digimon can Digivolve into a Digimon card with 3 Musketeers in its type from your hand for a memory cost of 6, ignoring its Digivolution requirements. So Deputymon can straight up just pass level 5 go straight to a 6 for a cost of 6. And then every 3 Musketeer level 6 has a when digivolving effect. So even though it's probably going to cost the rest of my memory and set it into my opponent's turn at that point, I get an effect. And that effect can straight up tank their board depending on what option card I decide to pick. So we're going to talk about our 3 Musketeers here shortly, but that Deputymon is an essential part of our 3 Musketeers deck. I'd have this going on the counter while I play in the kitchen. I just have to say that I have less idea about what's going on than I normally do. That's okay, Leslie Desi. If you don't understand what's going on, I totally get it. This is, you know, it's a trading card game, and trading card games are complicated, and then it's a complicated deck within that card game. So I don't fault you at all for not understanding stuff. But I appreciate that you're here, Leslie Desi, and you're vibing with us, and you're hanging out as a BB cutie here on the DigiDen. I appreciate you. Toxins understands what's going on. Well, good. Toxins, I'm glad. Leslie Desi, if you ever want to understand Digimon, I am more than willing to teach you how to play. Believe me, I would love for everybody I know to play Digimon. I'm constantly bugging people to play Digimon with me. Luckily, I have a couple friends now that are my go-tos, and I know I can play with them when I get the itch to play. But if you want to learn how to play, this is actually perfect segue. Leslie Dizzy, thank you. Perfect segue. This Saturday in Toledo, there will be a Digimon trading card game demo event where you can learn how to play. They're putting on an event at Old School Gaming in Toledo where you can learn how to play the game. It's super rad. Yo, Everest Creed, what's up, motherfucker? Glad you could join us, buddy. Wormy, I also love War Greymon. I'm not getting into it in this stream, I don't think. But my Fuego Red deck is completely built around the Greymon line. It's called a Greymon Tribal deck. And is actually completely centered around just everything that is Agumon, Greymon, Metal Greymon, and War Greymon. It's just that complete line. So it's super dope. Yo, Leslie Desi! I'm glad he fucks with it. Let's go. So the next level 4 that I run, guys, and I do run 4 copies of this guy as well, is Tankmon. I used to not give a flying frick about Tankmon. I used to be pretty against him, actually, because he's a play cost of 6. That is huge for a level 4. A play cost of 6, that's kind of absurd. However, because I don't think that level 4 should cost more than 5. However, Tankmon, he only costs 1 to Digivolve. And for a level 4, they typically cost 2. So the fact that he only costs 1 with 6,000 DP is actually pretty fire, okay? So Tankmon, the reason I'm putting in a level 1 cost Tankmon with no abilities, notice that he has no abilities. He has no on-play, no Digivolve abilities, no inherited abilities. The only reason Tankmon is in this deck is to get us to our level 5s faster. That's it. That is it. It's a 1 cost Digimon that I can choke my opponent with if I'm at 0 memory and they don't have a memory set tamer out there. I simply throw the Tankmon down on one of my level 3s for Digivolution, and he's only going to cost me 1, and then I've only given my opponent 1 memory. It's fantastic. Yeah, Toxin's red deck is super fast and aggressive. Oh, Leslie, you're working this weekend? That's booty cheeks. I'm so sorry. Working any weekend is butts. Alex has to do the same thing. She works every Sunday, and I feel super bad for her. No one should have to work on the weekend. Anybody. Everything should just be closed. Of course, she works at an urgent care, so, you know, that's a little bit more necessary, but, you know. I feel bad for her nonetheless. I don't think she should have to work on Sunday. So our next and last level 4, and I only run 2 copies of this guy because we don't need as many level 4s is Dark Tyrannomon. We've got 2 copies of Dark Tyrannomon. Once again, play cost of 6, only 5,000 DP, but only 1 to Digivolve. And this Dark Tyrannomon comes with blocker, okay? So that's once again playing into, you know what I mean, with the Toy Agumon, giving him reboot, he could attack and then go right back to being ready to block. The only bad thing with Dark Tyrannomon is when attacking, you lose 2 memory. So I'm almost never going to attack with Dark Tyrannomon. Once again, he's just a stall tactic. He's meant to sit there, make my opponent have to get a Digimon above 6,000 or above 5,000 DP in order to actually come at me. Okay, so Dark Tyrannomon's a really quick way to get a blocker out there with very low cost to Digivolve, which is nice. Avers Creed says, block me, Poppy. I work alternating weekends and it's complete ass. I must my job every single day because I never worked a weekend. Oh no! You could have had it all. Falling in the deep. Oh shit, Toxin's nice wrench. Yeah, Avarice, you and Toxins are both mods now. I needed another mod, Avarice, just because I know you're not always available with family things and whatnot. So, and my mods are already fighting. That's great. Leslie Desi said that she had to miss a Comic-Con with her brother last weekend because she had to go to a farm store and pretend to care about alfalfa and protein percents of goat feed. Oh my god. Lizzie, I'm sorry. that sounds like booty cheeks. Alright, BB Cuties, we're gonna get into the level 5s and then finally onto the level 6s. So I hope y'all are ready. This is where stuff gets even more confusing because we have Digimon that are 2 colors. And that's super dope. It's about damn time. However, it definitely complicates things a little bit. Just because now we start to see some Digimon that started out as a level 2 black, level 3 black, level 4 black, but then suddenly are level 5 red. And that's where we can bring in our Magna Kidmon to Digivolve on top of them. So it's super dope, okay? So I'm just gonna show you guys these ones at the same time because they're almost the same card, just different colors, sort of, okay? It's a little confusing. But we've got 3 copies of Gigadramon and 2 copies of Megadramon. Notice the art on these boys. They're almost the exact same Digimon. Gigadramon and Megadramon are almost the exact same Digimon. Almost the exact same art. They've got little cannon hands. They're dragon looking. They got wings. They're dope. Gigadramon just seems to be more metal, whereas Megadramon is more natural wings, I think. Like, actually... organic wings, so I guess that's the difference there. Yeah, the bot incident last time was absolute butts. Oh no, Leslie Desi, we gotta find you a new job, dog. We gotta find you a new job, stat. Okay. All right, let me talk about these 2 level 5s and why they're in this deck, okay? So, one of the reasons that they're in this deck is because they're a Digivolve cost of 3, which is pretty good for a level 5. That's pretty standard. Sometimes you can find some level 5s that are 2 cost, but it's rare, and they're usually not very great. These are both essential to this deck, okay? So Gigadramon, he can Digivolve on a black level 4 or a red level 4. Megadramon can Digivolve on a red level 4 or a black level 4. So either of them are interchangeable on top of the black deck that we have going on so far, right? Then Gigadramon says on your turn this Digimon is also treated as red. Megadramon says on your turn this Digimon is also treated as black. So they're both combo colors. Gigadramon is black and red. Megadramon is red and black. So, either of them are viable options, which is probably what makes you wonder, TJ, you're running 3 Gigadramon, but only 2 Megadramon. Why? I will tell you why. Because of our 3rd level 5, and that is Rebellimon. who we're going to talk about here in just a moment. The inherited effects on Gigadramon and Megadramon make me almost want to run one more Megadramon and one less Gigadramon, because I only need 5 of those because I have 3 of the Rebellimon going on, and I don't want any more than 8 level 5s right now. So, Gigadramon's inherited effect is on the opponent's turn, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. Great for my blockers. It's going to give them a little bit more beef for when my opponent tries to swing at me. Megadramon says on your turn, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. So they're both on brand for their individual colors. Gigadramon in black, just trying to beef up blockers on my opponent's turn, and Megadramon in red, trying to beef up my my Digimon on my turn. So they're more aggressive. You know what I mean? So. Avers wants me to play Destiny. Avers, I'd love to play some Destiny, my dude. I absolutely miss that game. Leslie Desi ain't got no time for sad shit anymore. Your girl's focused and now trying to learn Digimon, so I got lots happening. Yeah, Leslie Desi, if you're down to learn some Digimon, just let me know, because I am more than willing to teach. I am trying to get every single person I know into this game. Y'all. Okay, so with Rebellimon has a pretty long effect, but once I realized what Rebellimon did, I realized that this purple card, which this is the first purple card we're seeing in this deck, this purple Rebellimon actually fits really well into the niche of this deck, okay? So Rebellimon is a play cost of 7, evolution cost, or Digivolution cost of 3, on either a purple Digimon or a black Digimon that is level 4. So once again, can play right on top of our black level 4s. We're totally good there, right? But then Rebellimon has a very special effect. When Digivolving, you may trash one card in your hand. It's going to be an option card. I'll just tell you that right now, and you'll understand why later. You may trash one card in your hand to have this Digimon gain Blocker and Retaliation. Toxins, you remember Retaliation. Retaliation means when this Digimon is deleted after losing a battle, delete the Digimon it was battling until the end of your opponent's next turn. Excuse me. So Rebellimon gets Blocker and Retaliation. Once again, just a stall tactic. Just a stall tactic. Because once my opponent realizes that Rebellimon is sitting on the field, I don't care if they have a 15,000 DP Omnimon on the field. Rebellimon is sitting there, so if Omnimon goes to attack, and I block with Rebellimon, even though Rebellimon definitely dies with the 7,000 DP, the Omnimon with 15,000 DP will also die because of the Retaliation. So the Blocker Retaliation combo is nasty. And then on all turns, this Digimon is also treated as black, meaning he's a combo color again. So the Rebellimon combo color means that any of my Gundramon can Digivolve on top of the Rebellimon very safely. Black Digimon on top of a black level 5 Rebellimon, totally safe, and something that I've actually done. Toxins, thanks for reminding everybody to like and subscribe. Nightbot's trying his best, but it's all you, Toxins. The purple is cute. Yeah, Leslie Desi, it's actually one of the only purple cards in this deck. There are some purple option cards too. We're going to talk about those shortly. But that does it for the level 5s of this deck. I didn't spread these out probably as well as I could have. I'll put the level 4s up here. Put the level 3s over here. Uh-oh. Hold on, we're having a kiddo emergency. Hold on, folks. This could be serious. Which is unfortunate because we were just about to get into the 3 Musketeers, the level 6s of this deck. Yeah, Wormy, everything's alright. It's just Alex may have to take a quick trip to the pharmacy, in which case I'll have to keep an eye on Cal, in which case, I'll probably have to just end the stream, and then maybe start it back up a little bit later, because I won't be able to... I'm not just gonna put you guys on break, you know what I mean, on pause, because I don't know how long it'll be, you know what I mean, so yeah, that might have to be the move. We need something from the pharmacy pretty urgently, so that might have to be... Let me put us on break for now. Okay, hi guys, I'm back, sort of. Sorry. There's sort of an emergency, and I feel really bad that I just gotta kind of end late stream. Wormy, to answer your question, I don't want to leave you hanging there, Wormy. My favorite childhood video game was Crash Bandicoot. I loved the Crash Bandicoot games. When they did the Crash Insane Trilogy where they remade them, I was absolutely geeked. And I actually played them on stream, on my Twitch stream back when I was streaming on Twitch several years ago. But anyways, so just to kind of fill you guys in on what's going on, Cal is kind of going through it right now. My daughter, Callie, she's kind of going through it right now. And we have to get some things from the store for her. Alex is getting them right now. Excuse me. So we've laid Callie down, but she oftentimes kind of fusses a little bit before she goes to sleep. And I don't want to be dipping out of stream every 3 minutes to go take care of her. So I think I'm just going to end the stream. And I'm just going to pick it back up later on if I can. I know it's kind of booty cheeks. I know this is normally our end time anyways, but I was probably going to stream till closer to 10 tonight. I was just going to go a little bit later. So I may fire it back up. You guys let me know on the Discord if you guys want me to fire stream back up later tonight and finish this deck profile. If not, I can always do it next week, later. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know when I'd be able to stream again. Wednesday is kind of the best and only day to do this. So I might just stream later tonight once Alex comes back and we take care of Callie. Baby comes first. Baby's got to come first. So I apologize to you guys. Not longer one tomorrow, Toxins. I'm sorry. can't stream tomorrow. But yeah, Wormy, you need a link to my stuff. So let me get it in here. So Nightbot, if Nightbot's gonna do his job, Nightbot should be doing their job. There we go. There you go, Wormy. That should be the link to everything. Merch stuff, sing stuff, anything. So hopefully that link gets you where you need to go. If not, shoot me a message in the Discord, Wormy, and I'll help you out that way, okay? So, sorry guys that we have to end stream early. I'm going to try to figure out this webcam situation as well while I'm at it. But thank you guys so much. I will let you guys know if I go live again. I'll throw something in the Discord again. I forgot to actually put the video in the Discord tonight. So I apologize, guys. But thanks for supporting me, guys. I hell appreciate you guys. Don't forget, merch is out now. That's in the links. And everything else is in the links, so just check it out. All right, thanks, guys. I'll check you later, and peace.